his show, what, The Truth After Dark or whatever. I don't know
Yeah,
much
yeah, yeah.
of it.
Boy,
And he
Paul
with his rope,
Anthony,
kicking
the
game.
truth
Um,
hears, and
Talking
I
this shit.
got
where?
something to say.
Come on, just,
I'm
just,
just tired of these
Where?
females who cooked after 30. I'm gonna say it like that. Cooked.
Okay.
Okay, so you're personally attacking me, so I would like to know.
How am I attacking you?
Because I'm after 30, so I'm cooked.
Yeah.
I know I'm a hot commodity. Fight me if you want to.
Why you single then?
Because you don't know that I'm single. I'm actually not available. Thank you very much.
Word, this is recent. Have you ever had a one-night stand?
I know. I tried.
Yeah.
I was like, you should come over, we should have sex. And he was
You
like,
just was that aggressive?
yeah.
Oh, I'm good.
No.
Any
But
girl ever do that to me? I'm
no.
like, I'm
But
good.
it wasn't coming
That's
from.
too
But it
aggressive for
wasn't
me.
coming from an aggressive stand.
That's too aggressive for
Okay,
me.
shut
Like,
up.
Let me
Let me
tell
say
you.
my thing. Do you feel like all men cheat?
I feel like what's cheating?
Get me off of the podcast. I'm done. I'm wrapped. I have to wrap
All right,
this.
I think
This
that's-
is getting crazy.
We friends?
Yeah, we're friends, of course. We're friends.
I think that's we could cut it because I think the main focus of the clip was supposed to be
Yeah. Nice.
women being washed or cooked after 30.
What's a serious question to ask? I wouldn't go that far, but I'm like, why ain't you chose? Like, why don't you have a date for the prom? Why aren't you chose? Like, why hasn't somebody that you've been in a committed relationship
Okay.
chose you? Why aren't you under somebody's wing?
Okay.
What's wrong with you? It is a red flag for a woman to be in her 30s
Okay.
and to be single.
Yeah.
I think
Unless she's coming out of a relationship. And even that is like that's a questionable thing. Like we have to ask questions about that too.
What if she just not like outside like that? You know what I'm saying? Like there's some females that's just like they just not outside like that. They just not like they so focused on whatever they doing. I'm not
But even
into
that-
wait.
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I'm not into all the I'm trying to level up and all that shit. But I do know, from my family that they're just females that just they're just not outside like that. Like they're not on social media.
Gotcha.
They don't go out like that.
Gotcha.
They like literally just go to work and come home.
They
Like,
got no prospects at all. No dudes that they mess
Nah.
with. Nobody they sleeping with. No
I
nothing.
don't
Yeah,
I don't
I
know.
don't know.
I
I don't
I'm
know
not in
about
their
that.
business like that, but I just know what they're not on social media. They just go to work and they go home, or they're at school, work, home. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
But even that,
Yeah, but there's only
God,
there's
even
only
that-
there's only a handful of those.
yeah, that's a
I
There's
would
only
say
a handful of
thing.
those.
I would
You know what I
say
mean? But
I would
even
say
that-
there's not a lot of
Wait,
those.
I
But
I can understand the wash at 30 for women
that's my wife. Shout out to you, baby.
because I do feel like niggas will wife up the drive-through worker that's bad if you got a nice personality and you can keep up.
No, the fuck why one.
I know I understand some dudes have certain standards. I'm not going against that. I'm not saying that I have less standards. But
And I
I'm
didn't
just
mean
saying
to say it like that.
no,
either.
I get it. Well,
Yeah.
I'm just saying I know I get it from
Yeah,
a
you
dude's
better.
perspective.
definitely-
But there's a certain level of men with money that will go through a drive-through in a Benz, see a chick that he likes, and say, "Hop in my motherfucking Benz and let's be out." It's not the same thing. It's not the same thing for women. So women being washed at 30, there is a double standard to where if you're in your 30s as a woman and you haven't found somebody who would actually hold you down, there is a certain level of wash that you are. I personally believe that. Because women, anybody, and let me not just say the woman, let me not even just stick it at the woman in the drive-through. It could be too skinny. that too skinny, too big, too fat women, skinny women, light skinned women, dark skinned women. It's more of a chance that a dude is going to get you no matter where you are in life. So if you're in your 30s as a single woman, yeah, there's a level of loser that you got to carry on your shoulders there.
Yeah, I think it's like the
And
draft.
I think women need to hear it that way, because we talk to each other like that as dudes, but it's like, nah, if you in your 30s and nobody's held you down yet, and baby mama or whatever, single, not, and as a matter of fact, I even go that far. If you ain't got no kids either, you a little bit of a loser. You a fucking loser. No matter, and you could be a fucking RN, you could be a fucking whatever, a teacher or whatever the fuck you are, and let me not say that for I'm not gonna say that for everybody, because there's certain situations that women go through that I will take that back, because I personally know some people that are in that position. But there is a certain level of loser you got to carry on you, and if you've been out there actually really trying, because like you said, there are some women that aren't as out there as other women are. But if you've been out there, been out there doing your thing, and nobody's really held you down in your mid-30s, yeah, there's a certain.
It kind of means you can't multitask, right? It kind of means that you can't be on your purpose. You can't be driven.
I think you might be the problem. I think you might be the problem.
Have a committed relationship, because men,
I think
men do it, right?
Because men are willing to put up with so much more shit.
Nah, but I think that's
a
gift that I always say men are. I'm gonna get so much shit for saying that.
Come on now.
I swear I'm gonna get so
then
much
you
shit
really should say it.
But I feel like men are given certain things. One of the main things that we're given is certainty. We know exactly what we want, and we go and get it right away. Like most men, we're given. Hold on, because the plane, real quick. We're given the ability of decisiveness. Most men have an ability of decisive. Have you ever had a question of with your lady of what we're eating or what we're doing or whatever have you? Yo, they're not looking to themselves to make that decision. They're looking to you to make that decision. We're a decisive group of people. We're supposed to make those decisions. I feel like that's our gift. Just the male species in our DNA, XY is decisiveness. Besides decisiveness is protective. We have two very, very specific things that we're given as men.
Yeah, but see,
you're decisive and you're protective.
Yeah, but the difference is, for a woman, you could be one or the other. But if you're not both, she's out. Dudes can deal with women who are indecisive and then are just, aren't on the same level as they are, and could still be with somebody. Just like this Travis Hunter, I don't know if I don't follow sports like that, but I know about the Travis Hunter story about how he wifed up this chick that didn't fuck with him at first, but all of a sudden fucked with him because he's a football star.
Yeah.
And Deion Sanders was his coach in college. Now the nigga's about to be a superstar. He got drafted and shit. And now all of a sudden she's like, I love him. I love him more than anything.
Yeah.
So
they got married.
So, but she's not on the same level as he is. But he's gonna hold on to her no matter what. She could, if once he's not making that money anymore, she could drop him. But he could be the best father. They could have kids. He could be the best father, whatever. But I feel like with women, it's easier to find love somewhere, and it may not be the best.
For women,
of course, yeah. But for dudes, I think they're gonna deal with it no matter what, just because the chick. So I do feel like if you're a woman in your 30s and you don't have that person holding you down or even tolerating your bullshit, there's a problem there. And I think the problem is more with you than, somewhere do you have to work on yourself. And I say that more encouragingly than just a hot take of me just shitting on women.
But what about
It's
the biological
more,
clock of the whole thing?
what do you mean?
Like,
because
women can only have children for a certain amount of, so now they have to meet a guy, get to know him, get married.
Women don't have to do that though. Men have to do that. Women don't have to do that.
Women got.
What do you mean? Women don't have to do that.
Women don't have to do that. Women can have anybody's kid. Look at Nick Cannon.
They don't want to. Like traditionally, you would
right.
want to.
I get that.
Meet somebody, get married, and that's like a 4 to 5 year process. If you don't want to be a baby mother,
I get that. But even the nigga at the Coldplay concert is married.
You're at 40, and you know what I mean. So I think maybe Paul Pierce is really talking about like, yo, the clock is ticking. Like he's a basketball player, so he's talking about like, yo, now you're 10 seconds into the shot clock. Right. You know what I mean, so now that play that we ran is busted. Now we got to freestyle something. You know what I mean? So now you're in the freestyle era.
That's kind of like the whole point. The whole point.
You know what I mean? Your plan is gone now. You know what I mean? You had 24 seconds to run this play.
Right.
I think this whole thing, the 30 thing, is a play on like age. You know what I mean?
No, it definitely is.
So now you trying to figure out
because
what you're trying to do on the fly.
Technically, after 30, I believe that you're in a scenario where it's a problem for you to.
I think it's upper 30s.
Okay,
like 35, 7.
All right, but yeah, if you want to take it on a sports level, usually niggas get drafted in their 20s, they late teens, early 20s.
That's what I was saying. I said
a woman, but if you trying to jump in the league in your 30s as a dude, even as a dude, they're gonna be like, nigga, you washed. You already old. How you jumping into the game? It's the same thing with women in their 30s.
Yo,
but that's
the hot commodities get taken off the draft board early. That's just what it is.
So maybe they get drafted to a bad team early and spend 10 years on that bad team.
You could do that.
And now
you could do
30,
that.
Yo, on some real shit.
You could do that. You could do that. You could do that. But you don't want to sign that bad contract.
Or you Damian Lillard. You know what I mean?
But you don't want to sign that bad contract.
So let me tell you some crazy shit. You know, I grew up between, Malvern and Copac, right?
That's a gap.
Yeah.
That's a gap. What a gap.
Yeah. But I've known a lot of females between both areas, and all the bad ones got taken up
early,
very quickly. Very, very quickly. And the crazy thing is, the ones that got taken up quickly, they're still taken up to this day.
Right.
Okay.
Even if it ain't by the same dude.
By the same guy.
For some, that's what I was gonna say. It seems like it's easier for a woman that's already been married to get married or get into another relationship than a chick that's been single, right?
Yeah.
And I think that's because, like, as women get older, and let's say they haven't been in relationships and they might have a lot of shit going for themselves, their attitudes get worse.
I could probably name 5.
Right.
Between Malvern to Copac. I'm talking about within a high school span of where the dude was probably like 3 to 5 years older than them, where they saw something in them and
Yapped them up.
Took them.
Yeah.
And it was gone. They were gone. They were done.
Yap.
Let's keep it legal. You said 5 years, but wait a minute.
R. Kelly used to be at McDonald's.
Wait a minute. Are we talking about 17 and 22?
I'm telling you. But they still with them to this day. Like, yo, there's something there. There's something with that.
Yeah. Saw some R. Kelly shit to me, nigga.
Yeah, that's why I'm trying to make sure we clear it.
Let's go to the mall,
clear
babe.
But yeah, no.
22.
So
that is what it is.
Are we agreeing that what Paul Pierce is saying is right? Or we're saying that there's a
I think wise
spectrum.
is a strong word. I think there's a strong sense of urgency.